Hello everyone.
I know, like, almost after the January win, you kind of laid out this game plan. I could potentially do 4 title fights this year. Here we are on the verge of the 4th one. Is it almost like shocking to you a little bit that this all happened so perfectly?
That was my goal, to be busy this year, and thank you UFC to make this one happen, because I was willing to fight 4 times this year, and it's happening. Yeah, we are in 5 weeks. Today is Wednesday. All I have to do is make weight and be happy after.
Yes. How is the weight cut going? Because we already see everyone, they're dissecting your interviews, they're wondering how you're looking and how you're feeling. Can you share with us?
It's never easy. It's always tough, you know. It's mental game, man. But I've been worse feeling on Wednesday, but today, you know, I'm good. I feel good. Yeah, but
throughout camp, what have been the upsides and the downsides of doing this, being able to build off all your work, but obviously it's a lot of work on your body?
Yeah, I have no problem with work, training, to be disciplined. Everything was, yeah, even I had some little injuries, but no problem. I'm dealing with this. I don't complain. You know, nobody knows. Like I don't really complain, other than if you can tell UFC doctors. But yeah, only hard part is for me weight cut. You know? But I'm good.
What is your goal in this fight? Because you couldn't have beat Peter in a more dominant way last time around, right? The pressure's on you, I guess, a little bit to match that performance. What do you need to do to make it better this time?
I'm looking for finishing. It's gonna be tough because nobody ever finishing. But yeah, I wanna win against him. You know, just it's another win. And of course, it's gonna be record in 4th fight this year. And it's another win in UFC, and every win is important for me, important for my country, my team, and you know, I want to show good fights UFC fans, and you know, I want to even, you know, last fight between me and Peter was good, but I want to do even better fight and keep improving, you know, like keep improving every time.
I believe the last fight was in the small cage, right? And this one will be the full-size octagon. Is that going to impact things at all? And does that favor you or him?
I don't know, actually, to be honest, because yes, it was in small octagon, and who knows? Who knows? I'm a fighter, and as long as it's a cage and it's not open nets, I'm doing good. You know, I will always find the wall, and I will always pressure my opponent, pressure, and you know, I will find a way to win.
How happy does it make you just to see all the activity in the bantamweight division right now? Some huge fights made for next month. Going to line up contenders. David's hobbies out there saying he wants you.
Yeah.
No shortage of fights to come up for you next year, right?
Yes, I'm excited yeah, Zahabi is coming from a long winning streak, which is good. Yeah, Song Yadong has fight against Sean O'Malley. I mean, if Yadong wins somehow, I mean, of course, I'm cheering for Sean O'Malley, but if Yadong wins, then okay, I would like to fight him too. And then there is other guys then who has other fights too, and then if they win, like, and then I will have the next contender. But me, first, I'm focusing on Petr Yan. I don't overlook him. You know, he's a top challenger. You know, not every fight goes same way. You know, one mistake can change everything. And I realized the danger from Petr Yan. I know he's he's dangerous, and it's a fight. You know, hopefully I'm gonna win this, and you know, like you said, and we have more contenders. That's good.
Yeah, just last one for me. If you do win this fight, it'll be 15 in a row in the UFC for you. The record is Islam and Anderson Silva at 16, but what would that mean to you, I guess, to put yourself up there with the greatest winning streaks in UFC history?
Yeah, that would be great resume on my record, and yeah, that will be good, perfect. Like, that's gonna make me even more feel better. You know, I always just dream to fight in UFC, and I don't know if I will ever come this far, but now I'm keep going and keep improving and breaking records, and this feels good for sure.
Wow, great. In your first fight with Petr, you know, there's a lot of bad blood. There was the pushing on the scales and everything. He was up here earlier, and he was much more complimentary of you. He said, you know, you are the best bantamweight ever, and even if you lose to anyone, you probably deserve an immediate rematch against anyone you want. So I guess is the issues with you resolved now that you didn't fight him for all those rounds?
Yeah, you know, that time it was more personal fight for me. Now it's more competition, you know, because, you know, we fought once already, and then with him now. Every time he was fighting, I was cheering for him, and you know, I look his Instagram. He's a great father, you know. As a fighter, he was always a good fighter. The only problem I had with him, like, he was bullied. You know, he was talking trash about me, about Aljo, our team, and like he was, he was just not give us respect, you know? And that was the problem. But now it's all good, you know. Like, well, it doesn't matter what, I will shake his hand and wish him the best in his life.
He jokes that you were too afraid to go do the reality show with him in Thailand. Aljo really did, so I guess why didn't you do the show with him?
I just really fight against, I believe it was Sean O'Malley, and I was just fresh champion. Yeah, this reality show, it was in Thailand with the crazy fighters, and yeah, I was willing to go, but then like a lot of people told me to just I don't know. I ended up not going. My friend Aljo still go there. You know, no, I wasn't that scared. Like I was, you know, not scared. But like, I ended up not go there because there is it was some situations and that's why I don't let them go. Yeah, but they offered me a lot of money. It was hard to say no.
So Aljo got the money then.
But I guess they need me. They offered me more money. And I was just a little bit disappointed they don't give same money. Aljo was them. It's great. But even Aljo take the last minute, they just saved it.
And then just last one for me. I remember after your last win, you know, you kind of pointed at Mario Bautista could be a contender, and then you said now Song Yudong could be a contender, and you've always wanted to fight Figueiredo, but they keep matching them with people you've already fought. Do you wish the UFC would stop matching these fresh faces against guys you've already beaten? Because like Umar is now knocking off potential contenders.
No, that's cool. Of course, division keep going, and the Mario Bautista was coming at the winning streak, and that's why I wanted to fight him because he looked very good. But now we all see he is like, I guess he's not. Can't get up, I guess, you know? And then I guess he wasn't not the best contender. But it's always good to division keep going, and we see what level they are, and of course division has to go, not waiting for me. And whoever UFC puts in front of me, I will fight. But of course I like to fight guys that who's coming from long winning streak and who look like very good and makes me excited, and who make me to work hard, you know, makes me motivated, you know. Like for now, Petr Yan make me motivated because he beat Davison Figueiredo, he beat Song Yadong, and he beat Marcus Magui very dominant way. So now he's the guy.
Merab, you were chosen to round out the pay-per-view era with this last ESPN card. Does that mean anything to you? And you know, what do you look most forward to this new era with Paramount for the sport?
Yeah, everything is better, of course. Like it's gonna be cool to fight last pay-per-view event, and I feel like every fight I have is something special here. You know, I felt at the Spear. You know, I may fight at the White House. You know, everything is cool. You know, and even just fight UFC, even fight here at Apex, it's big for me, and I'm grateful. You know, and yeah, everything is better. And yeah, ESPN did very good work, and you know, I love ESPN.
And you talked about just now, you know, the difference between that first field with Petr Yan a couple years ago to now. in this stage of your career, holding the belt, do you prefer this more respectful build-up, or do you often enjoy what maybe a fighter likes, low fire under your eyes?
No, I never like this very dramatic or something. It's a fight. We are professional fighters, and people will watch anyways. We don't have to. It was one guy, the spoiled guy, who called me after our fight. He said, "Oh, Merab, don't post picture of me. It was we just build the fight." And I'm like, "Bro, why you did this? You don't need to do this." And then he's also like his assistant or his some kind of guy also called me that it was. They told me word. It was. They said this is. What's the word? I forget. But I don't like this, man. People, MMA fans will watch our fights anyway. And if it's not organic, why we have to disrespect each other or something? I never like this. But whatever was like, it was real. It was real. And I'm a real guy. Maybe I joke, whatever, but it's, but joke is joke. I don't like to talk trash for no reason. And I don't like to somebody disrespect me for no reason.
Merab, last week there was a successful MMA event held in Georgia. Do you think this can be an indication that Georgia is ready to host an UFC event?
Absolutely, yeah, it was impressive how this new MMA organization did this great MMA event, and of course it shows that Georgia has a big potential. This 10,000 arena was full of the people and great. They give us a great show, and a lot of Georgian young talents. If we make UFC Georgia, it's gonna happen. These guys will fight in UFC in Georgia, and it's gonna open doors for a lot of Georgian fighters in UFC. If this gonna happen, UFC Georgia, it happens.
Perfect. Merab, on the countdown, you said every brand is trying to sponsor you. Free cars, free clothes, free watches. So, what does the champion spend money on today?
Yeah. Just I'm paying taxes here in America, and just I have a couple mortgages here. That's it, and of course, pretty much I don't spend crazy money
Thank you, Merab.
Hi, Merab. Thank you so much for your time. In your first fight with Yan, your pressure as well as your pace made a huge difference. What adjustments, if any, have you prepared for in this rematch?
Yeah, I keep telling myself I have to keep the same mindset and same pressure, which is gonna be hard. Now, I think now Petr Yan will be more aggressive and more pressure than me. I feel like I will be more technical and more skilled. And but at the same time, I have to be mentally about him, which is, I don't know. Let's see. First, I'm focusing to make weight, and I'm gonna think about this Friday in Saturday's plans. Right now, I'm just relaxing. I just saw Peter outside, and I said, "Hey, Peter, how are you?" Nice, warm hello to him.
That's beautiful. And I know you mentioned your technicality, that you're focusing on that. What did you learn from the first fight with Yan that carries into this rematch?
Peter is kind of like a bully fighter. If he make you walk you back and he will throw you a punch, it makes you relax.